Man has not always lived among the stars. There was a time, many centuries ago, when the race called humans lived only on one small blue planet. It is there, on the planet they call Earth, that our story begins. In the closing years of the 20th century, mankind began its greatest adventure, the exploration and eventual colonization of space. The development of fusion energy, which converts any matter into energy, allowed humans, for the first time, to venture out into the uncharted depths of space. The gigantic ship, which carried the brave astronauts aloft, was loaded with supplies for the long trip to the stars. The space officials knew that the crew would need plenty of food and water if they were to survive their long and dangerous mission. What the officials did not know, however, was that there were stowaways on board. Not that they especially wanted to be there. They had drifted in through the airlock and sat perched on the walls and instrument panels, gazing out at the flashing lights through multifaceted eyes. Their thin but powerful wings were folded back against their iridescent blue bodies, much as yours are now, my young friends. For you see, the stowaways were common houseflies, still found on the planet Earth. We owe these small creatures a great debt, for it is from these first small space travelers that we have all descended. They are our ancestors. This, fellow Yar warriors, is the great secret of our sacred past. Once the ship was sealed, the flies were trapped inside. Soon, the countdown was underway.
14, 13.
The computers handled the final moments, and soon the fusion generators were glowing white-hot. With a graceful spiraling motion, the great ship roared up and away from the launch pad. It raced at ever-increasing speed through the Earth's atmosphere and into the inky blackness of deep space. The astronauts and the flies were on their way to the stars. The first few days of the trip passed smoothly. Then suddenly, without warning, a strange formation appeared in the ship's path. The huge ship hurled headlong into the glowing force field and was rocked by a series of gigantic explosions. The spaceship was knocked off course and careened helplessly through space. Soon it crashed with a massive explosion. Right here in our own Razak solar system. Sadly, the entire crew was lost in the crash. But there were survivors. The flies. Days later, when the cloud of radioactive dust finally settled, the flies emerged from the charred rubble of the spacecraft. They stretched their wings and felt a surge of strange new power. Through some miracle of genetic fusion, they had been transformed from lowly houseflies into amazing new creatures, forever to be known as Yars. The powers that we Yars possess are truly amazing. We can fly, unaided by rockets, through outer space and from planet to planet. Perhaps the most amazing power of all is our ability to devour any substance, even metal or solid rock, and convert it into energy missiles so powerful they can vaporize anything in their path. With such fantastic powers, we Yars could have become a formidable enemy for almost any creature in the universe. But this is not the Yar way. We are, and have always been, a peace-loving race. We used our powers to build, from the ashes of our creation, a magnificent new civilization. We constructed beautiful cities across the surface of our planet. Soon, we populated the third, fourth, and fifth planets of the Razak solar system. There, we lived in peace and harmony with the rest of the universe. But, although we love peace, we Yars are not fools. We know that there are forces in the universe which are not so benevolent. We have seen in our travels from planet to planet the darker side of life. Unfortunately, there are races in this universe which seek to control and destroy. One such evil force is our mortal enemy, the Quotile. In order to protect our peaceful worlds, our most brilliant scientists and engineers designed a fantastic new weapon, the invisible Zorlon Cannon. The Zorlon Cannon is capable of firing a pulsating fireball, which can destroy everything in its path. But, alas, before we were able to perfect the cannon, we were attacked by the evil Quotile. They came without warning, and in a matter of moments, they had destroyed our Planet 4, killing everything and everyone. In a fraction of a second, the Quotile had wiped out 1/3 of the civilization we had worked so long and hard to build. All that was left was the radioactive cloud, now known as the Neutral Zone. This brutal attack changed forever the nature and course of Yar civilization. Every fiber of our being cried out for revenge. We will drive the Quotile from our midst. That is why, brave warriors, you are here at the Armament Center. Soon you will risk your lives and fly into battle as so many other Yar warriors have done before you. Some of you will never return. This risk we know and take willingly. It is for the good of the entire universe that the Quotile be destroyed. Revenge is not enough, for alone it is a selfish motive. We Yar seek not only the satisfaction of revenge, but also to protect the rest of the peace-loving universe from the ever-growing threat of Quotile domination. What they have done must never be allowed to happen again. We will fight to the last Yar to ensure peace for future generations all across this wide universe. This is true revenge. This is Yar's revenge. The rest, brave warriors, is up to you.